Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we are going to take a look at our friend Black Lightning. I first saw the characters within the pages of the new Teen Titans. There was this two-part crossover between the Outsiders and the new Teen Titans. At the time, Black Lightning was part of the Outsiders. So I was a big fan of the Teen Titans at the time. I wasn't really reading The Outsiders at the time. The Outsiders is a book that I discovered much later. I was a big Jim Aparo fan, but for some reason I skipped on The Outsiders. Not sure why exactly. And so I first saw the character within the pages of the Teen Titans, and early on, this is more or less what the character kind of looked like. It's not exactly it in the sense that the yellow light the yellow strip on the chest should actually be like the yellow strip on the chest should actually be a lightning, like a lightning shaped. So it's not exactly the look of the character, but within the limitation of this universe online, it's about as close as I was able to get. The same with the mask. The mask should cover more of the face. I will show an alternate version of how I try to sort of kind of recreate the look of the character. The biggest issue is that for the chest piece, in order to recreate the Black Lightning, like you have to have the yellow bit, which would be lightning, and you have to have the top of the chest, like dark blue, and the bottom of the chest, and pretty much the bottom of the costume, of the rest of the costume, light blue. And sadly, this style, the V-suit style, is about as close as I was able to get to try to reproduce more or less the pattern that the costume had for our friend Black Lightning originally. You should have this big white collar and a few other subtleties, but again, within the limitations of DC Universe Online, this was as good as I was able to reproduce the look. Let's take a look at another version of the look. So here I was able to get the lightning sort of, but again I wasn't able with this the electric chest piece. You cannot have like the top part of the chest, let's say dark blue, and the bottom part of the chest light blue. So if I could have a compromise between this look and the previous look I just showed, it would be a bit better. And the mask is not exactly it. Like it shouldn't go all the way around the face of the character. It should be just like the top of the face. But again, within the limitations of this universe online, this is about as good. It's either this option or the other option that I showed you before that I could come up with for our friend Black Lightning. Could be that there's a style that I don't have that could actually do the trick. But again, within the limitations of this universe online and within the limitations of the styles that we do have, this is as good as I was able to get.
The bug cave is way sweeter than your place. I'd give you permission to enter it, but it's top secret.
Later on, our friend Black Lightning had a look. I kind of like that. I didn't read the series at the time when he had that look. Basically, I had to Google to remember that he actually had that look at some point. I'm not sure exactly when. I think he had that look in the 90s or something like that. Oh, so I wasn't really reading the Black Lightning look, the Black Lightning comic book when he had that look. Again, the yellow part on the chest should be lightning bolts, and also this was the better option I could find in order to be able to have the top of the chest blue and the bottom of the chest piece red, obviously. And later on in the comics, he had a look pretty much like this one. This is pretty close to a look he had, I think, in the early 2000s, and I think his current look is in the comics is pretty close to this still. Of course, I'm using the flame chest piece, but it works well enough to recreate the lightning pattern that the character has in the comics. And right now, our friend Black Lightning has his own TV show. This was pretty much as close as I was able to get to the look of the TV show. I will show an alternate version in just a bit. But this is fairly somewhat close to the look that he has in the TV show right now. Although it should be more of an armored look, the chest piece and the pants should be pretty much more armor looking. But using some of the electric style and some of the quick suit style, I was able to recreate a somewhat good version of our friend Black Lightning. The beard shouldn't be that full, but it's either I give him like a this beard or no beard at all, and he has this like half shaven beard, like this 2 day growth of beard on his face. But again, within the limitation of this universe online, this was pretty much as close as I was able to get it. So either I have him here like this with a full beard, or I have him with no beard at all. So I went with the beard version, since he does have a bit of a stubble of an unshaven look in the TV show. And before some of you guys ask, a question that often comes back is, do I watch the Black Lightning TV show? Sadly, the answer is no. Full disclosure, I watched the first 3 episodes of the series, and I just after the 3 episode, I just couldn't keep on watching. The whole family drama drives me nuts. It's one of the things that I didn't like the family drama in the Flash, and even in Arrow, but it was easier to ignore in those shows because it was only a small portion of those TV shows. But in Black Lightning, pretty much everything revolves around the family drama. The drama with Black Lightning trying to get back with his wife, the drama of Black Lightning and his daughter, him trying to protect his daughter, and now finding out that his daughter has powers, and now the whole drama about him wanting to her wanting to be a superhero and him not wanting her to do it, and then her wanting him to train him and him not wanting to do it at first. And so the whole drama, like the TV show, it seems will be not. It won't be a TV show about Black Lightning. It will be a TV show about the Black Lightning family, and it kills me. The whole family drama, it's too much for me. Also, there's the music, and I really don't like the music. So there's quite a few things that I really don't enjoy about that show. So they pretty much lost me after 3 episodes. It became one of those TV shows that what I do instead of I don't watch a TV show anymore. What I do is that I'll watch a few clips on YouTube of the bits and pieces that I actually enjoy about the show. Like I'll watch a 2 minute clip of, let's say, Black Lightning fighting some bad guys.
How long? You haven't even offered me a drink? Sheesh, what a host.
There's a few shows like that where I cannot watch the show. Like the best example I can think of is the Big Bang Theory. I cannot watch a full episode of the Big Bang Theory, but once in a while on YouTube, what I'll do is that I'll watch a handful of 2 minute clips, and that's all the Big Bang Theory that I really need to watch. And this is pretty much the same look as you saw previously, but with the shock jock style. It doesn't really look like what Black Lightning is using. Like it should be like two lightnings on the chest as opposed to one big one. But it does evoke the essence of the character, even if it isn't even if it's not 100% the accurate look of the character. It does. If you were to create this character and call it Black Bolt or Black Lightning Bolt or something like that, people won't understand that this is a Black Lightning character. As an added bonus, let's look at our friend Black Vulcan. For those of you who may not know, there was this cartoon eons ago called The Super Friends. And within the cartoon The Super Friends, they've added at some point this character called Black Vulcan. And originally, Black Vulcan was supposed to be Black Lightning. Basically, they wanted to add, I guess they wanted to add diversity to the Super Friends. So they wanted to add the character Black Lightning. But there was at the time a dispute between DC and the creator of Black Lightning. And the way I understand it, DC does not own the rights to Black Lightning. The rights are actually owned by someone else. And the creator of Black Lightning did not want the character to appear on the Super Friends. So Hanna-Barbera was making the Super Friends cartoon at the time. They changed their plans and created a new character called the Black Vulcan. People have been asking why we never saw Black Vulcan in the comics afterwards. The reason is simple. DC does not own Black Vulcan. Odds are Hanna-Barbera's are the one who own the rights for Black Vulcan because they created the character. Also, another reason for that is that Black Vulcan was just a stand-in for Black Lightning. They created Black Vulcan just to replace Black Lightning. So we already have quote unquote technically we already have Black Vulcan in the comics. It's Black Lightning. So having Black Lightning and Black Vulcan would probably be redundant. Although nowadays we have multiple versions of the same characters, so I guess it could happen. But again, my guess is that Hanna-Barbera are the one who actually owns the right to Black Vulcan, so I strongly doubt you would ever see Black Vulcan in the DC Comics. Also, another thing that happens from time to time is that sometimes people will think that DC is racist or something, or they'll accuse DC of being racist because it took forever for Black Lightning to finally appear in a TV show. Like they gave Black Lightning his own TV show not too long ago, but for a long, long time, you never saw Black Lightning on TV. And the reason for that is not because DC are racist, it's because they do not own the rights to the character. And for a long time, the character, the creator of the Black Lightning character, did not want to have the character appear in TV shows. I'm not sure why he changed his mind. I guess maybe he didn't want the character to guest star in a TV show, but once maybe they proposed to him to have Black Lightning star in his own TV show, maybe that is what made a difference. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure about everything concerning the battle between the Black Lightning creator and DC concerning the rights of Black Lightning. But basically, a lot of people think that it took a long time for us to get a Black Lightning TV show because of racism issues. That's not it at all. It has nothing to do with racism. It has to do with the character rights. The owner of the character just did not want the character to appear in TV shows until now. So that's pretty much it for our friend Black Lightning. So that's going to be it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.